Hi everyone, welcome to the muster drill. I'm Scott. We're at Grand Turk. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day to be in the Caribbean. Hi everyone, welcome back. So, I'm down here at Jack's Shack. Those of you who know. Margaritaville is the main draw when everybody gets off the ship. Everybody goes there, hangs out. There's lots of chairs and stuff. There's the swimming pool, music, DJ. Everything is happening there. But Jack's is an equal, if not better, option when you're here in Grand Turk. That's in my opinion, of course. There's a lot of people that you can see here that share my opinion about Jack's. So if you're coming to Grand Turk and you want to get away from the areas that are right off of the ship that usually tend to be the most crowded and, in my opinion, the most commercialized or the most endorsed by the cruise lines and so forth, if you want to get a taste of real Grand Turk, don't forget to come down here to Jack's Shack. I had no idea. I've been to Grand Turk many times, and this is just part of my own ignorance. When you only stay in the port area and you only look at what's going on in the port, you miss so much of the place that you're actually visiting. So I had an opportunity to speak to a man named Dwight who runs a local tour company. And Dwight had given me a little bit of background. Apparently, these donkeys and horses and stuff, they're not necessarily wild. They're owned, but they're allowed to roam free everywhere along the island, and they're fed and taken care of. So they are, apparently coming right up to me and just as curious about me as I am about them. So it's very interesting that they are owned, but allowed to roam free. And also, I guess Dwight had explained to me that on the weekends, the locals come and get them, round them up, and go horseback riding and different things with them. So it's very fascinating. Obviously, they're very accustomed to humans, very domesticated, because they came right up to me there and didn't seem to be afraid of me at all. So I'm here at Governor's Beach. It's about a 10 or 15 minute walk from the cruise ships. So I'm gonna spin around here so you can see, you can see the cruise ships off there in the distance. I don't think you can actually walk down here from the beach because there's some fencing and stuff there. I believe that's a commercial, like a commercial port area or whatever, but it's a free beach down here, and it's hardly crowded at all, and it's just absolutely beautiful, as you can see. So again, it's about 15-minute walk or whatever. I'm still so fascinated by these free range, free roaming livestock, cows and burros and horses. And they're just allowed to, roam free on the island. Very friendly. They didn't bother me at all. They came over towards me, but then left me alone. I mean, it's just so fascinating. When you get out of the port area, there's two ships in today, the Magic and, of course, our ship, the Sunshine. And the port area is just jam-packed, right? And there's no shortage of tours that will, allow you to see the island. And I'm sure on those tours you would see the livestock and hear all about them and stuff. But luckily, I was able to run into Dwight. He's a local tour company owner, and gave me a little bit of background. It was a very nice conversation with him. So, and I had given him a little bit of information about the wild horses of Assateague. So yeah, it was it was just a nice conversation. And again, I wouldn't have had that conversation had I not left the port area. So there's so much to discover, so much to see here. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. So I'm not gonna waste a lot of time, talking about this or that or whatever. I'm just gonna walk around and take it all in. Hopefully you will find it as beautiful and as intriguing as I do. So enough talking, let's keep exploring. On my walk back to the port area, I ran across a burro who is tearing pages from a book and eating them like he's eating paper. I mean, I realize that there are some animals in the world that will eat anything, but you know, and a lot of times they will. I've heard that dogs will eat almost anything, but I never in all my life thought I would run across a donkey that is tearing pages from an old book outside an abandoned building along the road and eating them whole, like gobbling them right up like they were grass. Again, these are these fascinating, amazing things that you will not see if you confine yourself to the port area. So I'm gonna continue on our trek down the road here and see what we run into next. So a little bit further down the road, I spotted actually these two signs, and of course, one of them is advertising how much gas is. Now, I have to assume that that is a liter and not a gallon, but so if it's a liter, gas is really expensive on Turks and Caicos. If it's a gallon, it's also really expensive. I think it was $3.69 when I left. So that's not really what I stopped here for, but I thought it was interesting to point out. So I see this sign here that says that it's Grand Turk Bird Drive. So I think, you know, if I had to do this all over again, I would definitely have more comfortable shoes. But I think I'm gonna walk back this drive here a little bit and see what I end up seeing. Maybe I'll see nothing and I'll turn around and come right back out. So as you can see right down here, the entrance to the port area is right down here. So that's probably where I'll end up once I come back out from here. But I'm here to explore, I'm here to check things out. I can sit on the beach any day. So let me head on back here. So I'm about, I don't know, about a quarter or half a mile back in from the main road. Of course, you can still see the ships over there. I haven't really run into any birds yet, so I'm not 100% sure how far down these roads you have to go in order to see the birds. But the area, other than it, you know, it's a coral island, so it's gonna be kind of rocky, kind of desolate, but the rest of the area looks very interesting, very intriguing. So I had an amazing day today, walking around, seeing the sights, getting away from the port area and just taking in all the local beauty. And I met some really great people today and had some really great conversations. I learned so much about Grand Turk just in a couple of hours of just getting out of the port area and just exploring and running into people and talking to people. So yeah, I mean, I think by far on my Sunshine cruise, I think this was my favorite port, my favorite day. It was great to see everything that was happening in Nassau as well, all of the growth and all of the expansion going on. It's great for cruising, great for tourism. But I really just had a fantastic day today in Grand Turk, and I wouldn't trade it for any other day of my cruise. So it's only about 2 o'clock today, so we're leaving, I think, at 6:30 today. Plenty of time for me to go over here and grab a lounge chair and sit and enjoy the rest of this beautiful, amazing day. So I think that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button, and then don't forget to click the subscribe button. It won't cost you anything. You click it once and you're done. It'll really help us out a lot. And then don't forget to click the notification bell so that you know every time we upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.